In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create realistic water in Cinema 4D using shaders or dynamic simulations. We'll start with the shader-based approach, which is fast, lightweight, and great for oceans, pools, or any surface where you don't need objects splashing through the water. Begin by adding a plane to your scene and increasing its subdivisions so it has enough geometry to deform smoothly. Next, apply a displacer deformer to the plane, and in the Displacer's Shading tab, choose a noise shader. This noise drives the waves. Adjust the global scale of the noise to set the size of your ripples or swells, tweak the height to control wave amplitude, and animate the noise speed for motion. Small scale and low height give gentle ripples. Larger scale and slightly higher height create broader rolling waves. If the movement looks too uniform, try varying the noise type and contrast until it feels natural and not repetitive. Now, create a water material. For realistic results, keep the color channel minimal or off, and rely on transparency and reflectance. In transparency, set the index of refraction around 1.33 to mimic water and adjust absorption color and distance so the water subtly tints deeper areas without turning opaque. In reflectance, use a Fresnel or dielectric preset so reflections are strongest at grazing angles, and keep roughness low for crisp highlights. A touch of bump using the same noise can add micro ripples, but keep it subtle so it doesn't fight the displacer. Apply this material to the plane and preview the animation. You should see convincing, controllable water with minimal setup. If you need interaction, think objects disturbing the surface, splashes, or complex waves, consider a simulation-based approach. One option is to drive motion with an emitter that generates particles influencing a surface. Another is to use cloth dynamics on a subdivided plane to behave like a flexible sheet that responds to collisions and forces. This path takes more setup and computing power, but it gives you reactive water. Keep an eye on scene scale so gravity and motion feel right, increase simulation quality if you see jittering, and cache or bake the sim once you're happy so playback is consistent. Choose the shader method when speed, simplicity, and broad control are priorities. Switch to simulation when interaction is essential. With these two workflows, you can match the look and complexity your project requires while keeping control over performance and realism.